Hello, everybody. I hope y'all having a wonderful evening. I am coming on here. Y'all know my thing. 2 minutes. I just give enough time for people to roll in. This is 11 o'clock at night, so I don't expect y'all to be up. But if y'all do, y'all do. Y'all don't. I understand. But thank you for joining. Um, I'm just gonna chit chat for about 2 minutes. So I had like a terrible day yesterday. Well, it was good, but my son got sick and it was unusual. It was like he been sick this whole weekend. So, it's not mommy duties. It's just, I don't know what to call it. It's not mommy duties. But when a kid is sick, you like, just don't throw up on my floor. Don't throw up. Hey, Melissa. And I just seen that. You a trip. No, you had me crying. When I saw that. You know what? You in timeout. Okay. And look who made this thumbnail. Okay. I'm putting you in timeout. But so my son, hey, I'm putting her in timeout for. I'm bad, right? I know. I'm sorry, but my son, so I had just got home. Like I'm like turning in the neighborhood, and I got a phone call. Hey, he's bleeding everywhere. Thank you. And I said, okay, I'll be there. So I got to the house. My son, blood is like everywhere in his room. And I was like, what did you do? Automatically, I thought him and his sister got in a fight. Y'all, I ain't gonna even lie to you. And the first thing I was like, what did you do? So it was my daughter. I didn't do anything. I believe that anything. I really do. When she says, I didn't do anything, I kind of believe it. So I asked him, so what's going on? He said, I don't know. It's just won't stop bleeding. So I said, what was you doing? He said he was laying down, playing on his tablet. Believable. I said, did you drop the tablet on your nose? It's like, no. So then he started coughing, y'all. And I saw blood coming out of his mouth. I automatically freaked out. So I'm driving down the highway and I said, I better call 911. So I'm not pulling over because this boy's out here. And I have light colors. So I'm very curious. Don't get blood at the same time. I don't know what's going on with my son. So I got to the hospital. I'm writing this stuff down. I'm such an idiot right now. I'm putting his name on everything, like name supposed to be my name. I'm just not understanding it. And then suddenly it hit me. My son got black fever. No, I'm sorry. My son got the black plague. That's all I'm thinking about now. Oh my gosh, he got the black plague. Turned out he's sick. He was sick this weekend. And due to the temperature changing, his nostrils and everything is suddenly now dry. So that's where it comes from. What he was spitting up was the mucus that was in his nose area. It was so gross. But anyway, for the longest, I was convinced my son had the black plague. I was like, oh my gosh, he got the black plague. And I'm like, yes, I didn't put two to two together. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It freaked me out when he started coughing. I was like, what is that? And I'm boohooing, crying tears because I'm like, how are you gonna get rid of the black plague? Like, in my you think the worst, and it's not. And I know when that lady had told me, I was like, darn, are you serious? I I was just like so panicked. So I let him stay home today from school, and I was like, I just couldn't take that ill. Yes, it went straight to the Black Plague, even though that was like an 18th century disease. I automatically thought that was the Black Plague. But this is a story time, y'all, that I'm trying to break it down to you. Jazz, we do not set up anything for a real life emergency. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, we do not set up a camera. I don't know why people think this is the content. Like, is there something seriously? You go straight to it. Like, seriously, I had literally came to grips. Like, get a coat, and my poor baby walked out with no shoes on his feet. Because you just don't think about certain things. I'm not going to grab my phone and say, hey, y'all, I don't know what's wrong with my. You just don't do that. We just normally don't do that. And I never understood that. So when I seen Jazz video with her daughter in the hospital, and I was like, who has time to do that? Now, I seen it like a week ago, but who has time to set up the camera, talk to the doctors? Because it was like fast paced. Like, be honest with you, my son, he poured out. When I tell you the towel that I had for him was soap, it was soap. So they kept him in at the hospital for 2 hours because he had a fever. That's what the guy told me. He had a fever and his blood was low. Like, when they checked him, it was like, they thought it was business. Because I automatically, when they was like, oh, giving him a heat pad, I automatically thought the worst. Like, I ain't think sciences, I ain't think nothing of it. She does. It's so crazy. So we're going to talk about doo-doo, okay? So why do Jazz always record that she do not like her kids? Now, I'm going to say this. When she had asked, where's Aiden is? And they said, oh, he's asleep. The first thing she said was, thank God. Y'all, I don't understand about nobody else on this motherhood. I don't know. I know kids are worrisome. Is that a word that we can say nowadays? I don't know. Good or bad words now. But I know my little infant, he's a busy bee. When I tell you a busy bee, he's somebody who sings but don't say anything. He don't talk, but he can whoo. He can whoo the hell out of all night long, okay? But he just don't talk. And he's busy. He will try to rearrange stuff. He put stuff. He's a baby. But y'all, I don't say, do I say thank God? I'm trying to understand that logic of you don't see your kids all day. And I don't know if y'all I don't know if I'm over loving my kids, but I work a lot. So I miss them. Even at their worst, I miss them. So for her to say that on camera, it made me feel so bad for those kids. But let alone, she's the same one that did not think nothing. She didn't think twice about saying extra. We got a whole baby in the extra. She didn't think nothing of it. Why you still want to have kids? I just don't understand. And I want to say, nice wall decoration, Jazz. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. That wall behind you with that dent, put a little mystery in that house setting. It looks really nice. Like I 100% love that little, what can we call it? Punch of the wall. I love it. I think it's amazing art right there. You should automatically just go ahead and leave that right there. And it's amazing to me. It's amazing that neither one of y'all pay a mortgage. Y'all pay rent, but y'all don't pay mortgage to put dents on anything on that house. I don't understand. Hey, Lisa, I don't understand why you got that dent on that man's wall. But you also did a good job with doing the Hansel and Gretel effect. Now, if y'all never heard that story, that's when the little kids was dropping little breadcrumbs, trying to remember where they go. Now, Jazz, if you had anybody in your family that got murdered from a DV, because I have, it is never a cute moment to watch women that display this. It's never cute, y'all. It's never cute. It's like, oh, he loves me. No, he don't. But you're doing a good job with showing people evidence. That's all she's doing. When y'all seeing it in the back area and you say, hello, what is that? She's just showing y'all evidence of what's taking place. Because normal people don't do this. We don't live like this. I don't know who lives like this and thinks it's okay. But when somebody start punching holes or punching your walls, and that looked like it was like straight somewhere. And I hope it wasn't towards those kids because it did look a little bit low. Not enough for your head unless you dodged him and then he punched it. Again, that's what it looks like. Y'all tussle and bustle on there. I don't know. But you had the audacity to get on here and talk about somebody else's situation. It just is crazy to me. But the worst thing about it is she's in a better situation than you are because she's out of it that we know of. I can't say anything about this situation if they're still together or not. But right now we see that she is solo. She's not with him. But you're still with him showing evidence. That baffles me. But it's not going to be cute when your mom has to identify your body at the morgue. And real talk, if you're showing pictures of somebody messing up your rental, that's not his rental, it's yours. Because he came on here and said, well, babe did it. She really wanted this house and she got it. That means that he had nothing to do with this house. If you want that's just how I feel. But it's not cute when your mom has to identify your body. It's not cute that he has this rage that one of your kids get popped. It's never cute. I don't know who thinks it's cute or it's funny. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, y'all, now I'm going to chit-chat again and get off of here. Jazz in the live tonight read a comment and the lady said open bar. And Chris said, yup, we're going to have an open bar. Jazz, your kitchen can't even stay open. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Your babies is asking you for some chips. No, you can get some grapes. And then you bragged about giving her 4 grapes. Your kitchen is never open. I don't know how most of y'all do your kids, like, they have to ask for stuff. My kids, free range. Everything has an expiration date in it. Well, I need you to eat it. If that makes sense to anybody. Um, no, I don't want them to eat a lot of nonsense. Like, I do have ramen noodles. I don't expect my kids to eat the whole box in a week. I don't expect that. But they can have it. It's there. Chips are there. And has an expiration date, so you can't hold on to them forever. I don't know if anybody knows, think that way, but chips and cookies, they don't last good. They don't last forever. I don't know why you thinking you're saving 4 or 5 a box of Cheetos or not. Was it? She had like some Cheez-Its that she said, "Oh, this is gonna last me a month." Where? Who eats like that? I know that after a week, that junk gets stale. I know. Trust me, I know. It don't stay fresh forever. So her kitchen don't stay closed. And this is my advice for you before you get a open bar at your wedding. Buy food and items that your kids might need. And they don't have to fight for it. Because that seems like your kids do a lot of fighting over there for some food, okay? Because when one kid gets something, another kid wants it. They do a lot of fighting. It's ridiculous. Make sure you have enough for back to school. That means that fill up mother extra should be what it is. It's extra. It's extra. You should be able to, oh, my kids need shoes. My kids, I don't know if you other people does that. If you're a single mother, I'm a single mother. I don't wait on the family to buy the needs for my kids. I know you shouldn't have to do it on your own, but to be honest with you, it just don't make any sense to say, well, I'm not going to buy shoes because the mother is buying the shoes. That just don't sit right with me. Or your baby daddy has to do giveaways with his mama one whole Saturday just to get your kids school supplies. That don't even make any sense. Make sure your kids' birthdays are covered on your side. Again, there should be no excuse why your little touch was not on Caitlin's birthday. I don't know if anybody, and why I'm saying that, your touch doesn't matter if she has 2 birthdays, but your touch should be around that party. And that could say, hey, I need to bring in candy bags. Oh, I'm going to set up a face painting. I got the face. You put that together. That doesn't make sense. Not the house, okay. Not the Hunger Games. Not the Hunger Games. I was thinking more like the little lady with the had so many kids she didn't know what to do. She lived in a shoe. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but not the Hunger Games. But yeah, make sure that your touch is at the parties so they can say, hey, that was nice. They don't expect more. You don't have to buy presents the last day of her birthday. You don't have to wait for gifts, and you have to wait for cash apps. You don't have to wait for that. Make sure your Christmas is covered before you do an open bar at a fantasy wedding. I said what I said. Because that man was sitting there just knowing goodness well he wasn't trying to marry this woman. And she's getting all gilly. And when I say gilly, it's like, baby, I got a buku of bridesmaids. You do not do. Hey, Jess, you don't have a bunch of bridesmaids. You don't. Your best friend was Chrissy. Did you forget that? Did you forget that you pushed what's her name? What's her name? Tiara TV to the side. You still pushed her to the side for Leah. But poor baby you haven't even tried to get her where you at. That's sad. It's not because I'm not calling nobody's content boring because my content might be boring to somebody else. But she has a little bit more quality than you. She probably can tell you how to handle your children and vlog at the same time. She probably could. She probably could tell you how to do certain things, setups. But you want to be under Chris. And that's usually why your shit looks tacky. Her videos do look tacky. Her shorts look. You've been on YouTube for 10 years and you still got to use other people's content to make shorts. I will assume that you can, come up with wordage of your own. You can come up with certain catchy phrases because you've been here for 10 years. You should know what people are thinking. I don't know what people look for on YouTube, so I don't know how to work this whole, get your videos pushed. I'm happy with what people click on. Because right now I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I don't want to F up millions of people because I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on, let me read y'all comments. They had to go to Starbucks, Rose. Let me stop. Because I be forgetting my darn internet bills my damn self, okay? Hey, Michelle. I'm saying her giggling, girl, be forgetting my own Wi-Fi, okay? Because that's a bill, be honest with you, there's some bills I like, when y'all have tax money, that's a bill that I probably put about $400 or $500 on and I forget it. I forget it, y'all. And they're like, oh, shoot, I forgot. I think I have forever Wi-Fi. And I'm like, girl, that 500 don't last forever. There'll be food at the wedding, but it won't be like a meal. You'll get like ribs, you get sausages, you'll get jalapeno bites wrapped in bacon. You'll get that. You might get some runny devil eggs, but you ain't getting nothing great, okay? You ain't gonna get no salad. And I'll be honest with you, listening to Jazz talk, and she had to get off, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all why she had to get off. She had to get off because Chris was about to cook. And y'all didn't see, he walked away from the camera and started clinking. That's the reason why Caitlin came out there, okay? She didn't come out there to just get something to drink. She came out there to see what the hell they about to cook. And then that's when Jazz had to push her along, talking about, go to bed. Yeah, Chris was cooking, okay? Y'all don't be letting that fool you. Chris was cooking. And they didn't want to share with the children. That's the reason why she had to get off. A rotation. Oh, you mean run a tail? That was watery as hell. I don't know about y'all. I gotta stop saying that because I say that about everywhere I go. I like my cheese sauce thick, okay? Because I want it to I want to hold the crunch, and I like sour cream and lettuce and tomatoes. That's what I like. So I basically like a big old taco salad. But yeah, that was runny. That didn't look like it got any good cheesy flavor to it. Ew. Y'all saw those neck bones oxtails that you made that year. I'm like, baby, don't do that no more. Okay. Okay, because it's supposed to be very thick. Okay. See, be honest with you, when I do mine, I don't do the cheese sauce. One, I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the smell of the Avita cheese melted down. It's just me. I know that the one on toast, what's it? It's that chip dip. It got the salsa, tortilla. Is it tortillas? Is that brand? And it's a queso. This is what I typically do. I get a big jar of that or two small ones. Make my ground beef, my taco season, and I'll pour that in there with a dash of cream cheese, some sour cream, and extra cheese. And voila. Yes. I did not know they had a jalapeno one. It's just I think it's just a regular queso. I did see a nacho cheese, but I'm scared of eating that one. When I saw her cut those potatoes, I was like, where's the wetness? Her hands wasn't even wet. You know, and I see why those kids stay sick. I see why Chris be like coming in the house and eating. And I see why he don't eat from her. She be like, Chris like my fish, girl, bye. He don't like your fish. That thing goes straight in the trash. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That is like one thing you're supposed to do. Like, wash your potatoes. And I don't know. I wash everything. Besides, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't wash my frozen vegetables. I can see watching canned green beans, but you don't you don't even know how to make a different meal than tacos on a regular night. You don't even know how to make. I'm gonna try to say something easy. Meatballs. This is something that when I first had my first daughter, I had to learn how to make. I had to learn how to cook basic. That is from a box, from a package, from a can, and I got better. You've been a mom for 10 years, and you cook like a 12-year-old. That makes me wonder about women like her. How do you know how to bounce on a bean, but you don't know how to wash your vegetables? That baffles me. Chris is going to marry one of his groommates. Let me stop. So I did see this today. that Olivia had dropped the beans. But this is personally what I think. I think Jazz told Olivia to do it because this is just me thinking outside the box. She needs that type of stirring of conversation. I think they're probably even planning on disliking each other, even if they haven't already done. So if Jazz didn't know nothing about what came out of Olivia's mouth today, I personally believe they on the rocks because there's no way you supposed to be good, and then you suddenly say, "I'm going to get Jazz an early baby shower gift." That means a lot to me. You know what? We knew that he wanted that at the end of the day. You could just tell. She was so excited about putting those hats on that hanger. I'm like, girl, you don't even fold up your clothes. But she took pride in hanging up that man's hats. Y'all remember? She took pride. But she don't take pride in washing her clothes and having a house that's not cluttered. Like, I understand, I think my grandmother was a hoarder. And I think I got some of that trait, okay? You just look at my candle jar, okay? Yes, I have a little problem. And I feel like Jazz has a little hoarder problem as well. Just because how she keeps clothes. That is my red sign. Like, when what you doing, Dudu? Mine is starting to be blankets. I don't like blankets. I like quilts. So every year, maybe twice, 3 times a year, I might buy me a new quilt. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna buy me a new quilt in December. Yes, I will. So I believe that she has a little hoarding problem. Just like she just can't get rid of stuff. Like she just can't. You see how long it took her to clean that little area? And now Chris got a truck. Yeah. You see all those bikes she has laying around. And yeah, like she has a little hoarding problem. Oh, and that's one thing I do. I buy 3 of each. Yeah. I, I buy 3 of each. Maybe a little bit more. And I'm gonna tell you, it got worse during COVID. It got worse. Like it got worse. Oh, like toilet paper. I was like, we're normal. We're a normal household. We don't just waste toilet paper. So toilet paper and paper towels wasn't like a hoarder rate, but it was definitely probably chicken wings. Like they was like, "Oh my gosh, you can't find chicken wings nowhere." I'm like, I went to another county and they was stopped. So I'm stopped. I was stopped. Okay, they was stopped. So now I'm stopped. Nobody don't want that. Nobody want that nasty stuff. No, I don't like that type of stuff in the house because I don't. I have we have like little outside silver fly. What is it? Silverfish bugs. Um, and personally, When I go to Walmart, not Walmart, Sam's Club, I only like their paper towels, or I buy single paper towels because I don't like the ones that's in that big container, like a big packet, and all those paper towels are like out exposed. I don't like that. So yeah, I typically like, that's usually why I don't like a lot of tissue and stuff like that, because I don't want a bug or a spider inside of there. I don't know. I can't see the ins and outs of my house all the time. So that it bothers me mentally. Yeah, I have a little problem. We still talk about that nasty toilet. And that's weird. Like, I haven't seen that girl talk about buying laundry detergent. And I'm like, all that laundry I do, I don't see her. But yeah, I really think that she did use baby wipes, because I have a short, and somebody had wrote, they was like, why you being so mean to her? I'm like, she the one that told us detail that the guy came to the house and all he seen was toilet paper, was wipes in the toilet. And she thinks he's stupid because he like, these ones had somewhat, you know, left. Like, it would have been easier for him to pick through it. But if he taking a picture of some thick, some wipes, yeah, he's not stupid. Well, in my house, my kids have days. Like, did they do their laundry today? Nope. Y'all ain't wrong. They didn't do it today. But they have days. So they have Wednesday, and then they have one weekend that could be Friday night or Saturday. But I typically don't like washing on Sundays. But I believe that Jazz just keep washing, like, because she don't. That's the reason I think she's like overload with a lot of laundry. I got laundry here and got laundry. Girl, that's too much laundry. If you fold them standing up, this is my secret of not having a lot of clothes everywhere in baskets. You fold them standing up by the dryer. They're nice and hot. They're easy to fold. Voila. Put them into that destination, and then do another load, dry wash, and you should be easy. You home. I can see, like, people that stay at home all day. I'm like, really want to punch him in the face sometimes. If it's you, I'm sorry, but y'all have so much opportunity. If we're working people, we don't have that. We gotta squeeze it in, and it's like, I've been watching people's channels. I'm like, why the hell do you got a bag full of clothes there? Like, fold them up. You don't have nothing to do. Yeah, that's just me. And that's what irks my nerves. I'm like, ugh. And Jazz is not the only one. Like, that's crazy. I see moms all the time. I'm like, why you got all this laundry? Hold on, let me read y'all. You know how she washed dishes? It irks my nerves because I'm one of those people that I need to have my hands submerged in water. I need to feel all around the thing with the water, and then I put it on the side. Well, she also have one sink, right? But typically, like, you have one sink, you could get like a little basket. What is it called? Um, what I typically bring home. What is that thing called? A little tub. You put it inside there. You wash your laundry, your dishes, and then you can rinse some outside that bucket. But yeah, that's just weird. I don't know. She's always been doing that. I like to submerge the dishes in the water. And when I'm away and my brother's here, or on the weekend when my kids are home, I actually I don't like dried up food. So I actually tell them, hey, I'm running water. When you get home or when you finish eating, dump all the stuff in, scrape your plate, but put that dirty dish in that water. I'll figure it out when I get home. You don't have to go touch it. That's just me. I just don't like it. Okay. She washed dishes like, I don't know. I I don't know. I think she wastes a lot of soap because she has to lavender it up mostly. But if you just get you a boom bam boom, it should be easy. And that's something you need. You need bleach for those those dishes. That's gross. That's gross as hell. First, she gotta wash hands, and if she don't wash potatoes, she don't wash hands. She don't wash hands. She looked fresh, like she just took a bath. Like Chris is like, "Hey, I'm heading home. I'm coming over there. Look at Stinkerbug," and she looked like she was freshly washed. You know what? Because I was on sale. We have a food line here, and be honest with you, those plant based detergent, and they never sell very well. And they don't sell very well. So I can always find like a dish soap or a laundry soap half off. Always. But I use Purcell and I use Dawn. So give me those chemicals. I grew up with those chemicals, okay? I wish somebody would burn that darn shirt. Oh my gosh. Somebody go burn that shirt. Trust me, you will be doing the environment plenty of good, okay? Burn that shirt. You know, that's what he gets. I always say you can only show you one day you want to show how dirty you are. And it's very true. It's like he's had to see how dirty she was. And he still laid up and had a baby with her. It makes him even dirty. And I was sitting here thinking, Jazz, she seemed very aggravated with her kids. And I'm going to say this. I think her kids might show that they like Hannah a little bit more than they like Jazz and Philip. I think she gets upset about that because the kids was like, "Oh, I'm going to go see your dad," and oh, you can't. Your dad's got something going on. He got a baby shower, and I'm like, she's 6. Just say he's not going to be there. Why would you have to tell a 6-year-old that much detail? I think she's genuinely jealous that Hannah is the man that she wants with Philip. Um, I don't know if y'all followed me before. I have odd feelings. Everybody loves that union, and I do wish them the best, but I just look at it different. I look at Leah, Nisha, and Rod different. I look at them different. Now, I do think Hannah is writing some notes. I think she's following that storyline. She's writing notes. Because to be honest with you, she's doing similar situations. But it wasn't as depth as Liv. But she's definitely writing notes. She's definitely writing how to be a outstanding person without the father. But we all know that Jazz don't have patience for her kids. Obviously, we know that. We always knew it. Because you don't have to tell people you just cleaned up something. That's part of parenting. We can enjoy our clean house in 20 minutes. Like, oh, that's all I need is 20 minutes. Here goes an accident, or there goes some cookies on the floor. There's a handprint. That's just part of life. We got to enjoy it. Because trust me, again, y'all, my crazy self, I do too. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I saw Hannah, all I thought about was that person off restrict. Pick three, my lord. And he had the wrong amount of fingers. Like, which anime you want? Pick three, my lord. Pick three. Yeah. That's what she might be a genuinely nice soul. But she definitely was waiting for some pain to lay in that bed. And that's all. I think that's all. Some women are very content with just a pain. They'll take 10 kids, they'll take jail time. They just need that pain. And all good for you to do. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know how sexy that can be. Like, I don't want to know. That sounds desperate to me. And I hope he don't break her heart because he seemed like the type that he seemed very aggravated with her. Definitely in that Vegas vlog. She constantly has to say babe, 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 babe. I don't know if he wants a good time. I don't know what his vision for her. But they say they know each other. And I think Jazz is like, she probably shook. I feel like she shook that was her competition the whole time and she didn't even know it. She always thought her competition was Asia. But nope. That's funny right there. Shoot, she probably was the pen pal, the book pal. She put money on his books. I mean, she it seems like she's invested. It seems like it's a two-way street with those two. Like she invested in having a solid man, and he invested to getting his time smoother in prison. That's what it looked like. I'm sorry. Because there's no way I'm running to that jailhouse, waiting with my tail just shaking and dude, I'm excited. I'm about to get some. Girl, bye. I wouldn't back in the day when you I was dating like soldiers and stuff like that. I wouldn't even be waiting at like the fairgrounds when they came home. Okay, you won't have to find me to do. I would not. What kind of floozy do you know what I'm saying? I'm not waiting for no man. And that was crazy for Jazz. Like you had a whole man doing all kinds of stuff. That never shook me. Like, but Hannah, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. She just seemed awkward, y'all. And also, it seemed like that's what Philip likes. He likes the awkward women. She don't look like she has a confidence that he gives her. That's it. Yes, that's the reason why I don't go half on nobody. I know some people might say you don't go half. No, I go full by myself. Why would I want to do that again? Jazz out here looking like gold. What is his name? Hunchback. Fella look like Sid. Y'all are cutting up today. Y'all cutting up today. Y'all cutting up bad. It's not even. I guess it's a Disney made to heaven with those two. I guess. That's the forest worker. Can't see photo. I can't get his name. I don't want to make fun of. I'm making fun of her sport in it, okay? But what made it worse, y'all? I'm not gonna lie to you. Nobody didn't tell her. What made it worse was the glasses. The glasses made it 10 times worse. The glasses made it worse. You know, I think I have some big arms. Okay. But I'm not sporting them. I give me a little shirt. You gonna see them, but they ain't gonna be a display, okay? Now they're not as big. They're not as big. You don't see my arm, and I look like I can make some good old. good old potato salad. Got those, my elbow is hidden. They're not hidden yet, but they get there. I'm about 19 pork chops away. Okay. And I don't eat pork chops that much. So I'm good. We have to have fun. We have to. People, sometimes people they so serious and trust me, these streets, definitely on this side, and I don't even consider myself a reactor. I just a personality. That's it. But y'all, you gotta stay in your lane. I love la la. You have to stay in your lane and just do what you do. Come on. No, 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 no. Don't be out here with no 2X arms. uh, Mr. T, I was in the Mr. T era. They stopped in 90s, okay? Nobody wears shirts like that. Nobody wears shirts like that. I'm sorry. Mr. T must have been her role model. That shirt, y'all need to burn it. Y'all need to go to her house, open that door. We're getting those shirts. We're getting all those shirts. And who the hell allowed her to do that? Like, what friend gave you some scissors and told you to cut that shirt? I'm trying to figure that out. What friend told you to do that, dude? Like, who told her to do that? What person did she copy on the basketball team that did that? That was cool. And she came back on the team where rocking the same thing that person did. I'm not even gonna blame Liv. Now, y'all know what? I do want to get into one person real quick. This is a couple. I don't even get their name. Hold on. Ralph. Okay, I'm gonna just I don't know their names, but I know their face and I know a little bit about them. She's 22, he's 43. Y'all, she just found out she was pregnant. And why it seems like people are doing the dry begging on YouTube, they're 100K. She stays in Poland with her husband now. They moved to Poland. She's doing a baby fund because they can't do. She said it's too much to do registries and get items and get it sent. It's too much taxes and stuff like that. But to me, it personally seems like he is using her to get money. Because there's no way that I feel like this is your first time. Y'all know what takes place. Like, I'm assuming he's a little bit older and he should know how to understand the situation because I think he has kids. So he knows the price of money and diapers and all that stuff. But why would he want his new wife to be out here dry begging? Y'all, it just baffles me. Like, who does that? That's just like, that's sad. Like, darn, he might be really using you. And I be trying my best to like these couples. And maybe because I'm a little jealous. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm a little jealous. I get a little aggravated because they do the most dumbest things together as couples, like pranking and stuff like that. So I was like, I be like so fed up with it, or they'll say stupid stuff, or I'm like, gosh, y'all don't know what real relationships is. You can do it. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Olivia might have a little potential to get in a snatch body without being snatch, snatch, snatch. And like she could carry it well. But she'll have to do it herself. I think she could carry her weight well. Jazz could not carry her weight well. And I think she had conflicts about it. She didn't know how to dress and she didn't know how to. Yeah, I don't think she. Mm-mm. Definitely, if she goes to like Starbucks and we talking about live. I think, yeah, yep. I really believe that she probably will lose it. She probably gain it all back. But y'all saw how fast Jazz gained her way back, and she was like on a roll. But you know what? I had my son, and for some odd reason, I had lost the pregnancy weight, and then I got bigger. I feel like I'm the biggest I am right now. Like I'm big, big. Yes, she was on live, and she felt like it was the perfect opportunity to get the people to feel what she wanted them to feel about Chris. And Chris, he worked it. He played the assignment. He did what he needed to do. But at the end of the day, she has to still realize that this man is not going to. If he marries her, he's marrying her for money. He's not marrying her for love. He's also marrying her for what she'll have to deal with or what he can get out of the marriage. Because I believe that he's not going to be having a job. He just seemed like the type. I know this one lady. She married a man that did not have a job, and when she tried to try to walk away, she had to pay alimony because he didn't have a job, and she knew he didn't have a job. So that's what the courts looked at her as. She took care of him. So, and if she was like she was in this state, my state, NC, you can sue the mistress. The wife can sue the mistress. Ouch. Ass Fantasia. You know what? I think Mom Dukes had it with Jazz. I really do believe it. And I don't even think it's Chris anymore. I think it's Jazz now. I really do. My son in law did not do nothing with that woman. My son in law did not know to eat Asia. Asia, your son was in a compromised position with some man that was dating you. Yeah, we all remember that night. And that next morning, she came back crying, talking about y'all called my job. They should have called DSS for telling that boy secrets. Now you got a retarded daughter, and I'm not talking about the actual the one in need, y'all. I would never do that. But you got a retarded 30-year-old woman trying to get pregnant by a man, trying to get pregnant with the sixth baby that she can't even keep her household together to not to have a clog plumbing issue. Good luck with that. You know what? And I'll be honest with you. My mother is the person I talk to about a new guy. And she said something like, y'all got those parents that get, okay. Yeah, that's my first sign and wonders that she don't like him. I was thinking about purpose. Yeah. Okay. Jazz was drinking grape juice, what she said, we got 4 extras. Okay. Teleport. Yeah, I've been here for an hour. It was a lovely evening talking to everybody that came through and the ones that's watching. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all. I will be back on here tomorrow afternoon. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but I'm going to try to figure out something. And I am thinking about doing something. Friday is my off day. So, yes, I'm thinking about doing something on Friday. Thank you so much. And I also probably will be playing with my live on YouTube because I got a live now on YouTube and I need to get some moderators. So if you're interested, I will probably do it sometime on Friday. Get on my phone and I'm gonna definitely do that. Okay. Thank you again. Thank you for just like telling people to hit a like. Thank you so much. Good night.